Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Unveiling Beauty. My name is Ammon Carver. I am here yet again without my co-host Nick Stenson, unfortunately, but he will be back very, very soon. And I'm very excited today because even though he's not here with me, I'm going to be joined by two very special guests. Today, we are celebrating National Makeup Day with two of our favorite brands, MAC and Clinique. So let's get right into that makeup madness. First guest that we have on the show today, I want to get it right, Pani Thompson, Regional Education Trainer for MAC. Did I say your name right?
You said it right.
I love it. I have one of those names that I have to ask because I get a lot of variations, so I'm sure you do too, right?
Absolutely, I do.
What's the most frequent pronunciation you get?
Oh, do I have to go there?
Okay, fair. Yeah, different show, different time. That could take a long time.
Totally.
All right, so cool. So how are you doing? How are you in this?
I'm doing great. I'm hanging in there. I'm excited that it's National Makeup Day. It's one of my favorite days of the year, clearly, and I'm excited to be here with you to celebrate National Makeup Day.
Oh, keep telling me those nice things. Such a charming lover. So listen, talk to us about MAC and the culture that brand has. I mean, it has a very clear, evident culture. So talk to us about it.
Yeah, absolutely. So MAC stands for Makeup Art Cosmetics, which is so fitting for today, right? And at MAC, we are all ages, all sexes, all genders, all races, undertones, people, everyone. We are makeup lovers. And at MAC, everyone is welcome. We were founded actually in 1984 by Frank and Frank, two people that were in the industry. And at the time, were really frustrated with the quality of makeup. It didn't reflect beautifully on camera or on stage. So they decided to make their own specifically for makeup artists. And, 30 plus years later, not only do we service the professionals, but also the makeup lovers and the makeup enthusiasts alike. And we are the #1 brand globally because of it. So pretty rich history.
That's awesome. And I didn't realize the brand was actually that young. I mean, I consider myself very young and I wasn't
Absolutely.
born. I wasn't born far from that at the same time the MAC was born. So I want to ask you, every brand has like such an assortment, right? So many great products, but there's some heroes, right? There's some ones that you absolutely love. So let's take advantage of today and the time that we have together and talk about a couple of those really standouts that you have.
Sure, of course. So as you said, I mean, in the world of makeup, it's easy to pull out the whole kitchen sink, right? But I have found 4 products at MAC that are tried and true for everyone. Starting with skin, Fix Plus, which is our hydrating mist. I'm sure everybody knows it. Is really like the Wonder Woman of makeup sprays because it sets makeup, but you can, and you should also use it prior to application because it has a lot of vitamins and minerals in it. So it'll help absorb into the skin better. Studio Fix Powder Foundation, which I'm going to show you very soon, is also one of my favorites because it's in a compact. It's great for on the go. It gives full coverage or natural, depending on how you use it. It's got an all-day wear, oil controlling, sweat humidity proof. But my favorite part is after you put it on, it's like a filter on your skin. Like that Instagram filter? We have that at MAC.
Can I get some of that right now?
Yeah. Bullet lipsticks, which are iconic, and we have every shade under the rainbow, over 150 different colors. You are sure to find yours at MAC.
Right on. Okay, so how can somebody get a quick, impactful look using some of those MAC products?
Great question. So one of the things to always remember is as long as you're hitting some focal features of your face, it's going to look like you've done a ton when you've only done very minimal. So today, I don't have a lot of makeup on. I've only prepped my skin with foundation. I did fill in my brows with our eyebrow styler pencil, which is awesome because you can
create close. We want to see.
Oh, thanks.
Nice. Okay.
You can create a really bold brow, or you can do something super simple, hair-like strokes. It has a wax finish to it, so it is waterproof as well as sweat and humidity proof. And I've also already applied my mascara, which is also MAC, our In Extreme Dimension. I'm going to be honest with you. I was like the fall/queen forever until I started using this mascara because it gives you that lash lift in a tube with just a few coats, right?
Beautiful, beautiful.
So now I'm going to show you how to amp it up, right? So whether it's for a Zoom call or a FaceTime date, or wherever you may go. So
the world we're in today.
Yeah. Exactly. Thank God for technology. I got to say that. So I'm going to start with our Studio Fix powder, and I'm just going to use a powder brush. And I want to show you how this is going to transform the skin. I'm only going to use it on areas that naturally produce more oil on myself, which tends to be around the cheeks, around the nose. And I'm going to get my chin. And I don't know if already you can see some of that oil is just completely melting off, right? Whew.
Wow.
It's great. But now I want to add a little bit of contour. I got to
put that brush to the lens and get me.
There you go. And for my contour, I'm going to still use the Studio Fix powder, but I'm just going to use it in a much deeper shade. Something that'll create that shadow effect for me. And what I really love about this is not only am I going to use it to create a contour around my face, but I'm also going to show you a really cool trick to make you look like you have on more eye makeup than you really do. Let me just get my nose. Okay, so from there, I'm just going to take the tip of my brush and I'm going to take it in my eye socket. And that just looks like I just put on like 3 different eyeshadows, right? Super simple.
Wow.
All right, almost done. Last piece to really pull it together.
That's fast so far. So
far, so good, right? I need a lip color because I have nothing on. And I find that a bold lip color, and bold can be anything. It can be red, it can be peach, it can be plum. For me, bold is red. So I'm going to show you how to create a bold lip using one of our icons, Ruby Woo. But first, I'm going to use our Prep and Prime lip. Have you ever tried this one?
Have I?
Yes.
Sorry.
Oh my God, you totally.
No, I'm so sorry. Like, I didn't mean like that. No, maybe should I? I mean, help me. Like,
totally.
Okay.
I'll tell you why. It has vitamin E in it, so it's super, super soothing for the lip. It has conditioning aspects to it, so it's always going to leave your lips feeling really supple without looking glossy, which is nice. And should you choose to wear lipstick over it, it acts like Velcro for your lipstick, so it'll just help everything stay on longer. My trick for a perfect bold lip is to go in with the lipstick first and then perfect the line with a lip pencil. And I'm going to show you what that looks like.
Got it. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to talk to you. First of all, you had me at supple lips.
Supples are good, right?
I'm definitely going to try it now. But I do love the way that you, and then you started to talk about it when you were talking about the culture originally, is that we believe also at Ulta Beauty that beauty has no gender, right? And so, one of our pro team members, David Lopez, he does, he's got a great following, but he does a lot of looks where he wears wigs, teaches women how to style their hair with wigs on his head, and then he does full makeup applications. And we have so many associates in our store that are male but love to wear makeup, and we believe that is just awesome because we don't think that beauty has any gender or that makeup belongs to one gender or another. If that's part of your self-expression and who you are, then rock it and be you. And I love that. And that lip looks good, and I promise you I would tease you while you line that perfectly. It's like trying to ask you a question while you're like, if you're at the dentist and the dentist asks you a question while you're trying to like do something, I'll avoid asking you questions and just comment on how quickly and how beautifully that looks. Like, wow, that is beautiful. I will ask you once you are done, because I think we have just a little bit. Wow, looks amazing. You said a pop of color, a vibrant color can be different for anyone. And is that based on skin tone? Is that how you make that? Like you said, for me, red is a bold color. So how would you say like different skin tones bring out different boldness in lipsticks? Is that the way it works? Or
Sometimes, not always. I think it also depends on preference. You know, sometimes a bold red is not going to feel comfortable for somebody else, right?
It's more of a comfort thing, not like a rules of
Absolutely.
action.
Absolutely. What's nice about Ruby Woo, and one of the reasons why I love Ruby Woo so much, is it has a blue undertone to it, which is complementing to any skin tone. So whether you have more of an olive undertone, more of a rosy undertone, it's still going to look the best on you because it's going to flatter any skin tone. So that was a great question, but I have to, before I do anything else, I got to set it with Fix Plus, right? Remember, she's the Wonder Woman. I need the Wonder Woman in my life because I don't want my skin to look powdery. I do enjoy more of a glowy finish to the skin. And that just provides that instant glow, but still allows the Studio Fix Plus to maintain its filter-like finish, if you will.
I love it. I love it. So you don't have that cakey powdery effect because I feel like that's when it's like, yeah, you're not shiny, but you look like you have cake batter on your face.
Right. Yeah, no, that's not the look that we want to go for.
You look amazing. Like I'm living for the whole thing. Those earrings were a very good choice today for the show.
Thank you. I did it for you.
No, you've been great to have on the show. Thank you so much, Pani.
Thank you so much.
Such great energy. Bam, bam, bam. Great tips. Such great, useful. We're going to put a link to all the products that Pani mentioned in the chat so that you guys can go right to Ulta.com and get those Superwoman face filter, supple lip products, whatever it is that you need, all the good things. Thank you so much, Pani. We'll see you soon.
Thank you. Bye.
All right, bye-bye. All right, guys. How fun was she? All right. I'm so excited. This episode is going so great, and I know that our next guest is going to be just as amazing. We were talking just before. She's got such a fantastic energy, and she actually works with us very closely. I want to introduce Bonnie Decker. How are you, Bonnie?
I'm great, Emin. How are you?
And Bonnie, I just learned today, because I'm getting used to our services org growing, that you're one of our field brand managers. Is that right?
You got it. Exactly right.
So we get to meet on the show, but in reality, we technically work together, and I actually I know your boss very well.
You do. Exactly.
Okay, so talk to me a little bit about what we have in store with you today.
Yeah. So what I wanted to start with is, obviously right now we're in the middle of summer, right? So there's some heat happening. Everybody's glistening a little more than normal, as well as we have this unique factor of we're wearing masks. I'm back in store, so I'm wearing a mask 8 hours a day, which is crazy, but important right now. And I'm getting hot under that mask. I'm feeling the heat. So what is really mattering to me is still looking flawless, having a really nice look without it being heavy or gross caked up under that mask, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, we're not going to sacrifice looking good, right? And it's like I'm dying under here, but I look fierce. Like
that's exactly right. That's exactly right.
But tell us how it's done.
Yeah. So the first product I just wanted to show and kind of chat about is one of our foundations, and it's the Stay Matte Oil-Free Makeup Foundation. And what I like about this guy is it's super lightweight, super buildable, and super versatile. So a lot of skin types can use it. Somebody who's even combo dry all the way through someone who's super oily can use this foundation. It has a matte finish, but not a drying finish. So simple and easy. One of my best application tips with this guy, because I'm currently not wearing makeup under my mask. I'm just doing it up here to get that flawless look without like weighing down, is I always like to put a little bit on the back of my hand, and then I go in with a buff brush. This is something that I really think is super important. I know a lot of people still like to use fingers. A lot of people like to use sponges, different tools. But what I like about the brush is I feel like you use less product and you get a more airbrush finish. And what's magical about that is that you're going to use less product, save money in the long run, but it's going to wear better. So I kind of get it on there and I just go in per area and I make it happen.
Perfect. So we have an exclusive at Ulta Beauty.
We do.
Right? We love exclusive at Ulta Beauty. So I want you to tell us what our people, or what the people that are watching, can only get from Clinique at Ulta Beauty.
You're exactly right. So this is actually the perfect transition, because when you put on foundation, you then need to complete your complexion look. So what our exclusive is the Sun-Kissed Perfection palette, and it has 4 products in it. You guys, I'm super obsessed. This guy right here is an invisible translucent setting powder, good for almost all skin types. I would say if you're extremely dry, maybe a little bit more mattifying than you would like, but literally during that summer where you've got that extra heat happening, it's fantastic. You can use this a bunch of different ways. So I actually use the bronzer as my eyeshadow a lot of times. I use the setting powder as a blotting powder throughout the day. You can do whatever you like to do. If you are doing a more glam makeup look, so right now we're featuring the eyes a little bit more because that's what people can see. And if you're a little weird like me, you're smiling under your mask and no one can tell. So you really want to make sure you're emphasizing that area. If you want to go a little more glam, you can actually take a little bit of this on a sponge and do a baking technique where you sweep it across. Then when you're doing more bold eyeshadows, when that fallout happens, it sits on the powder and you can just sweep it right away. Makes your life way easier. This guy, again, has 4 products. Individually, that powder I was talking about is $31. The set is $29.50. You cannot beat it.
Yeah, that's great. Fantastic. All right, so love that. I love that you call that a baking technique.
Baking technique. Yep. So
I'm
it's used.
Clearly not a makeup artist, but yeah, I get it.
Fine.
Like when you explain it to me, I'm like, oh yeah, I get it. But like when you first said it, I was like, why would they? Yeah.
No judgment. Yeah, you can use it like I said, to help when you're doing a bold look, but it's also just really great when you're going to be hot, and or if you are wearing more full coverage, it sets it better. You don't get that creasing, anything like that.
Yeah. And you said something about it, like kind of protecting against like fallout, which is kind of leading into what I wanted to talk about next, because you have been mentioning like it's like here right now, right? So
exactly correct.
What products do you recommend to get like a really cool eye look right now when if that's what we're featuring, how are we going to get there?
Yes. So with eyeshadow, I like to say that there are only 2 rules. And the first rule is that you must prime. I can't explain, like it makes the biggest difference. You get full pigment payoff and you're going to get a better look that's going to last longer. And then the second rule is blending. Blend your life away. Blend until you can't blend anymore. And what's amazing about that is you could literally do anything, because after that second rule, there aren't any rules. You do whatever you want to do. And like you were mentioning about Ulta, like if you are a neon girl, be neon. If you are a natural boy, be natural. Like whatever you want to do, you can do it. So what I'm doing today is, if you can tell, I have eyeshadow on this side, but not on this side. So I'm going to show you just a really quick, impactful look. So the first thing I'm going to start with is I'm doing more of a monochromatic look today, meaning I have brown eyes. I'm going to go with like a natural contour eye. It's just what I like to do, and it's simple and easy. So I always start with the lightest color, and this quad is called Teddy Bear. And this guy is great because you can use it with other palettes. You can use it in conjunction with your brighter colors, bolder colors, and it gives you a really great base. So if you see, I'm taking that lighter color and I'm just highlighting, focusing on that brow bone, a little bit in a corner. Then I'm going to take the medium shade and I'm going to do it all over this lid real quick. Simple, easy, 2 seconds. I'm going to go in with my blending brush. Again, blend your life away. Do it. It makes a difference. And I'm going to get in here and follow my natural crease. And then as you can tell, I wanted to go a little bit deeper. So I actually took another deep brown and I went into it. And that windshield wiper motion is your best friend. Like, just keep going until you get the look you want to. And as you can see, now I match. That took me maybe 45 seconds, right? Simple.
That was fast, yeah. That's it? That was fast.
Yeah, no, that was
it. I was like, come on.
I was like, that's it. So then I'm going to line. And as I mentioned, monochromatic is where you kind of stick with the same tones as your eye. This is actually a complementary color for me. So I have like a gold hazel eye. So I'm going for the opposite color wheel and I'm choosing a violet. And what I like about violet is, honestly, anybody can use it. Makes your eyes look whiter and it brings out the light part. So it really brightens the whole look. So I like to just hold on that end. I kind of emphasize on the outer corner And the reason I do that is because it makes my lash line look fuller. So as you can see, I already have a little bit bigger eye. Simple and easy.
You can definitely see the difference after that. Yeah.
Right? Just a little bit of something. And then mascara, you cannot go without mascara. Let me just tell you. Like if you're not going to wear anything, wear some mascara because it makes the biggest difference. And I like to start, I kind of wiggle up. You can also comb down. So if you're combing down, if you have straighter lashes, I would definitely use like a lash curler or something first because you don't want it to weigh down the lashes. But I like it because it really coats the full lash and I can give myself a really awake look. Can you see that? How much that opened up my eye?
Wow.
This
you really can lean in closer a little bit?
Yes, lean in.
Really?
So easy, right? This guy is like beloved all over the world. This is the high impact mascara. Can't say enough good things about it. So natural, so easy. And the last thing I just want to mention for you guys is if you can tell, it's been bugging me the whole time I'm on camera. This brow looks great. This brow, we need a little bit more definition. And the reason brows are so important is because they frame the face. So they give you a really balanced look, which just enhances natural beauty. It makes you appear more even, which makes you appear more beautiful. Not that we're not all beautiful, but it gives you that little bit of edge.
Symmetrical. Yeah.
Exactly. So I like to comb up. If you're looking for fuller lashes, you want to do short strokes. If you're looking for more defined, you want to go a little bit heavier and longer. And then in order to lift, if you can see, I'm concentrating on that arch. That makes the biggest difference. So as you can see, now I feel complete.
That's
like
good. Amazing.
My face. And for those simple steps, it took me no more than 5 minutes, and it gets you on your day. And now you're going to make your best impression, even with that mask on.
Very, very well done. And now you gave me enough time to kind of joke because the two of you both talked about your eyebrows and how amazing they are. And so I'm going to challenge you to go back on one of the episodes that we did way back when we first started. We've been doing this show since March. Right. And we had an episode where I let my eyebrows grow like tarantulas and like had somebody guide me to like on the show. It was probably not the wisest career decision I've ever made. It was pure entertainment for the people that were watching because my eyebrows, they grow like long, like to here. And they like kept postponing the episode. And I was like, guys, it's a problem. Right. It was like, but I learned a lot in that episode, just like I did from both of you about the importance of brows and how they can really like just frame that up. Thank you so much, Pani. That was so great, such great energy. I love that we're family and I get to meet you here. I'm going to pass along positive vibes to your boss because I think you just killed it today. But really just mostly sincerely, thank you so much for being on the show, for sharing your knowledge, for sharing some quick tips for people to be able to use at home that were absolutely practical, usable, quick, and just really efficient. You were awesome.
Thank you so much, Ammon. It was a blast.
Right. Talk to you soon. Okay, thank you so much. Those girls, you guys, how great was this show? They offered great tips, both such cute girls, provided like information that was relevant, quick, and also I know just lots of stuff that you guys will be able to take home and use. That's it for our episode today on Unveiling Beauty. I cannot wait to see you guys next time. Until then, we'll see you later.